All right. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. We're so excited to have you. I'm just going to do the housekeeping and then I'm going to turn it over to Tracy. So we record these meetings and they will be displayed on our YouTube channel. So give us about a day or so, and you'll get a confirmation when it's ready to go. If you're not a member on our YouTube, please join us. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers and we're almost there. All of our previous recordings are also stored there. During the meeting, we will be recording for everyone. And so we ask that if you get any calls, things like that, please put us on mute so that we don't pick up all that noise. And once we hear from our speakers today, then we have a few minutes at the end of the meeting. Uh-oh, I'm echoing.
I think it's when Art came out. If you can mute Art.
Oh, you need to get off your phone, Arthur. Let me take him off. I am so sorry, you guys. Thank you, Tracy. Now he's still talking, but that's okay. We can relapse. All right. So once we finish hearing from our presenter today, we'll take questions, answers, all that great stuff. And then we'll open it up if anyone has anything on their mind, wants to talk about anything. We're here for that. And I'll go over all the upcoming events so you can keep your calendar up to sync. And without further ado, I will turn it over to Tracy.
Thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. Yes, so good morning and thank you everyone for joining us. I see lots of familiar faces. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tracy Raymer. I'm the president of the Illinois Limousine and Bus Association. I also sit on the national board. I'm the second vice president of the National Limousine Association. So here we are. This is our first coffee meeting since the Great Lakes Transportation Show. So for all of you that were there, it's so good to see you again. For those of you that did not make it, you missed an awesome show. The board, the team, Sarah Eastwood's team, I mean, everybody just did a great job in coordinating our speakers. I cannot thank them enough for sharing their knowledge. It's just one of the things that I love about our industry is how much that we so readily share our information with each other and how we learn from each other and you know, not necessarily give out all of our secrets, but we just really have a yearning for helping other operators and making operators more successful. I know we often talk about it on the board that for every operator that is able to change a way of doing business, is able to be more successful, more profitable, it helps our industry. It raises the bar for our entire industry. So thank you for all of those that invested in yourselves and attended the show. It was an excellent show and I can't wait. I know I know the association itself was able to attract several new members. So that list should be coming out fairly soon of the new members that have joined us since the show. And that's exciting. As Paula had mentioned, after we hear from today's speakers, and if time permits, we'll hold a brief roundtable, just a Q&A, and we can just talk about anything and everything that's affecting your businesses, anything that you see out there, any questions that you might have. Even if it's questions within your own businesses and you just want to receive some feedback from the others that are on the call, it's a great opportunity to get feedback from other operators just like you. So make sure that you take advantage of that. I will be in transit. Once our speaker starts, I'll jump in the car and then I'll jump back on, but I'll mostly be on mute. But take advantage of that roundtable, the Q&A. It's a great opportunity to get feedback from your colleagues here. A reminder that NLA elections, the nominations are due today. So if you're interested in becoming a board member for the NLA, today is the due date. And with that being said, the slate will be announced, I believe, by next week for NLA. So make sure when it comes time to vote, which will be in November, as a member of the NLA, is take advantage. Look at the candidates that are running for your board of the NLA and make sure that you vote. For Central Region, I know that Carl is from Ohio, will be running again this year as the incumbent. I have yet to see who else will be running. So I just cannot stress it enough, the importance of voting and making sure that you have board members on there that represent you and your businesses. I also know that the NLA is working on revamping the affinity program. So they have gone through the list. I think we have some other members on the membership committee on this call, but they've been working extremely hard revamping the affinity program. So make sure if you're a member of the NLA, it's a list, it's a robust list of different vendors, different services, different products, and it's ways for you to save money. If you take advantage of 1, 2, 4, or 5 different programs, I guarantee you can save money and most likely even pay for your dues for the NLA. But there's some great programs. I believe they're adding on 4 or 5 new programs within the next 30 days. So that's exciting. During the roundtable, I just want to give a reminder that Paula will talk about it, but talk about what Rideshare has initiated as the test or the pilot program. And I am sure that those of you from out of state, I'm sure that you're going to be seeing something similar at your airports. But just really quickly, you can go into more detail a little bit later, but really quickly, rideshare, as you know, in Terminal 2, that's where all of the pickups were happening. They pretty much have turned Terminal 2 into the rideshare hub. So we've gotten used to that. We're adapting to that, and it is what it is. But now they have added that when you're dropping off in Terminal 1 and Terminal 3, that within 30 seconds, the app can match you to your next passenger to pick up in Terminal 2. So realistically, in 30 seconds, you can immediately drive to Terminal 2 and pick up your next passenger. The technology, I admit, it's genius. But once again, where does that leave livery? You know, they're making it so easy. You don't have to drive out of the terminals anymore. You don't have to go to your ride share lot. You don't have to waste the 30 minutes that the rest of us have to waste going back to our lots. Is now they're able to pick up their next passenger in 30 seconds. And it just becomes frustrating is, you know, we keep making it easier for ride share and more inconvenient for taxis and livery. So hopefully you talk a little bit more about that during the roundtable and what does that mean for the future. Like I said, it's a pilot program from September 10th until the end of the year. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be successful. I do believe it's going to help the traffic and congestion. However, where does that leave us? Okay, really quickly, before we begin, I'd like to introduce our board of directors. We've got Kaya Armagan from Flash Limousine and Bus, who is also our treasurer. We have Bill Battisti of Nationwide Bus Sales and was also a sponsor at our Great Lakes show. We have Beth Cox from Cox Livery Service. We have James Jordan from Lux Tux Transportation. Lynn Kafkes from Galaxy Limousine. Lynn Marzula from Motor Coach Industries, MCI. And we have Art Rento, Pontarelli Companies, who is also serves as our vice president. And Brian Sheely of Epic Limousine out of Indiana. And last but not least, we have Paula DiBiase, who is our secretary, as well as our executive director. So we are now ready to hear from our today's presenters. So if you would, we please welcome today's speakers from Grid Technology, Amir and the GNet team, and they will walk us through the latest product, the GNet Connect. So very excited to hear more about this product. And for those of you that are not using GNet, please reach out to any one of us. If you're sending out work, even if you're farming out local work, GNet is a product that you can be using. It's more efficient. It's more efficient as far as farming out and also taking rides in, makes you more profitable. And it truly gives you access to a global network. So I highly, highly recommend. It's been a game changer for our industry. And we thank the Amir team for that. So go ahead, Amir and Grid.
I'm all yours, Amir. You tell me what to do. Wouldn't be the first time. All right.
Yasmin, do you want to go? Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm the one who's going to be talking.
You do the short straw, my friend.
First of all, thank you so much, Paula and Illinois Limousine Association. Thank you so much. You guys have us on here. We are really feeling supported and we feel spoiled, you know, in a way. We have some updates on what GNet has lately, what we have developed. So let me do the high level, then Reza can show you some of the details, okay? As you know, GNet is the plumbing between all the dispatch systems. So operators can work with each other, they can send trips to each other, track the trips, get status codes back, even see the car on the map while they're using their own driver app. So you can really increase your productivity by having this real-time connectivity with your partners and watching everything happen. So that's the first part we did. Then we're always looking for making more efficiency, making more tools that will help you save money. So we were like sitting down thinking, what do we do next? What do we do next? Okay, we've connected everybody to each other. What's the next thing we can do is better information. So the portal you're using today on GNet, let's search for a partner. If you know them by name, you're lucky. If you know the city, or something, you search down there, you figure out your partner, you send them like a Facebook request, hey, be my partner. They say, okay, and you're now connected. But you really have to know your partner because it's just a bunch of names and no more information. The new portal allows you to be able to find partners based on their service levels, services, different type of vehicles they carry. You can say, I'm looking for a partner in Miami that does weddings and has a 56-passenger bus. And it will narrow down the list to companies that have created their profile and they have actually that service. So not only it helps operators and affiliates finding each other, but we're also connecting to destination management companies, travel management companies who work directly with you guys. I mean, we have no, we're not the ones that is making the deals happen. You already have them as partners. Now they want to use GNet to work with you. And they want to use GNet to work with companies worldwide. So now they're going to be searching. They're going to be able to find specific companies that say we have specific service. So Reza will show you a little bit about of the search. Another thing we noticed was half the companies shut down their websites after COVID, never to come back again. We have seen a lot of websites not being up. It does come with an expense and all that, obviously, but we decided, you know what, we can help with that. So when you build a profile with your with the Connect portal, your profile also can become public, and it becomes like a website where a full-on website about us, our services, blah blah blah, everything is listed. So one of the features of the new portal we've created is you can have your profile and your company be like a LinkedIn page or a Facebook page is now a public page. Also fed to search engine optimizations. So as it ages and more spiders, these search spiders find your website, you will come up in the search results. And if somebody's looking for a company like yours in your area and on Google and you meet certain things, you will be in the first page. And nothing about GNet, nothing about grid. It's all about your branding, and it's all about how you present yourself on that profile. So we stay out of that whole thing. We'll just give you the page to build. You don't need web developers. You don't need web designers. All you got to do is go in there and complete your profile. That's one of the things we're bringing. It is supposed to increase your business, increase your visibility, increase and highlight your branding, which will all in turn become more business, hopefully, for the industry. The second highlighted area, again, Reza will show you, is document management, document sharing. It takes a long time. A lot of companies are always, sending emails and chasing each other on that. You upload your documents, whether it's your insurances, your permits, your licenses, and anything that you share with each other. You can upload it and decide who can see it, who cannot see it. So you can be very, very specific I want this partner to see this document, or I want all my partners to see this document. I want even, you can even state some of them to be public and say, these documents can even be seen publicly. If somebody from outside world comes to my profile page, they can see these documents if they want. You can even go to that, okay? So the document sharing and the document management to help everybody with their back office work, save you time, save you money, and also be ready. You are ready now for anyone who's searching for you or hitting on your profile. They can see all your permits. So one of the biggest questions is gone, and I think you can get to the business discussion much faster when all those things are present. We've also have created a few analytics. It's always under development. Reza's come up with some really great stuff with his team. Some of the trends in the industry, what are the most common vehicle types being right now requested in the East Coast? What are the top airports that are being, busy right now and being picked up at and dropped off at? Obviously, we're doing it based on what GNet sees, not based on the outside world. So through GNet, we want to provide good analytical data to the users so they can make smart decisions. So the better data we can give you, the more you can do. So I'm gonna slowly, hand this over to Reza because it's time to show you guys a few screens and high-level stuff. We won't get into the details of how you do stuff, but Reza will show you some of the highlights and things that we have. Reza, take it on, please.
Thank you, Amir. Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Reza.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thank you making my life easy. So I'm can be muted and then just show the screen.
Okay.
That's much easier. Yeah, Paula, I think you've seen this 3 times so far. So every time we make this one better and better.
It gets better and better, and I get smarter and smarter. So this is good.
Right. So as Amir mentioned that we used to have this map, so you have to click it on the map to see the information about the partner. So we introduced the Connect. Thank you again for community choosing this name. We put it on the Facebook, they voted, and 75% voted on the Connect. So the even name came from the community. So if you happen to have a GNet account, if you go to dashboard and click more, it takes you to Connect. And if you remember the URL name, connectgre.name, it's the same, but you can navigate through the dashboard. So as Amir mentioned that in a nutshell, this is a modern directory service, and you can host your profile. It's good to do discovery, finding your partners, narrow down the search result. As well, this helps you to being discovered, not just discovering others. By completing your profile, you're letting someone discover your services. That someone can be another affiliate. It can be a distributor like travel portals, a non-medical emergency, or it can be discovered by search engines. In a nutshell, Connect helps you to reduce the costs, also increase the revenue. Again, the search engine optimization is one example. So let me start with search. So if you come to the search page, you can search by either name or by location. So I'm going to say, hey, Los Angeles. Since I'm in Los Angeles, you will see all the partners. You can say, hey, looking someone in Los Angeles doing wedding service or funeral service or prom. This is one way. Or we recently introduced natural search as well. You don't need to go narrow down all filters. You can do write in natural language saying wedding service near London with minibus, like whatever. I even misspelled. So we are using large language model. So, and you can find the partners. Once you find the partners, you can click and look at the profile of the partners. As Amir mentioned that this is totally white labeled. You don't see anything about GNet unless in the foot, of course, in footer. So it says what is, but in generally, it looks like this is a LinkedIn page of again, a company, for example. You can look at the history and look at the services. So let me go to my search again. I'm going to show you one example that this is a, so this is one example. This company, they put a nice picture, who they are, what kind of services they have. So if you go to location, you get what kind of where the area of the service they are active. Look at the services, what kind of service they provide. You can again look at that in the detail. So you can tag the services. Similarly, fleets. So as Amir mentioned that you can do this by yourself. You don't need to hire a web developer to, hey, I want to change this to semicolon, add a dot here. You don't need to, you want to upload the photo. You don't need that. Also, Amir mentioned about the document management. So the affiliates, they can upload their documents, either public, for example, the marketing materials, brochures, flyers, or they can upload their, for example, permits to only their partners or only the GNet members. And all the documents are signed and secure. It is similar to DocuSign, that if someone happened to grab it, the URL of the document, they share it only for 30 minutes. After that, it's going to be expired. So this is a nutshell basically nutshell of the profile. Let's talk about the dashboard. So let me move here. So I logged in as an operator. So when you log into your profile, you see similar dashboard. So we have this widget shows the completeness of the profile. Again, we encourage everyone to complete their profile. Completing profile helps the discovery because our search engine finds the data, and if someone's searching, it provides this information. Also, our search algorithm is sorted by the completeness of the profile. So this guides you to, for example, hey, location, it says 52% because I have lots of locations that doesn't have any information, doesn't have a photo, any description, that lowers the rank. So we tell, hey, complete the profile. Let's talk about services. If you, for example, go to services, again, we put the percentage of the completeness of the profile. Sometimes you may not have photos. So we recently added AI to generate photos, but all you need to do, like on here, provide some prompts saying I'm looking for like party and wedding services in Los Angeles. It does generate really nice quality images. If you don't like it, don't use it. If you have to happen, nice photos, upload it. One thing we did, so if you happen to have a nice website, you already have the content, you don't need to redo it here. So we added scraping. So meaning what does that mean? This system is a robot. It goes and crawls your site and extracts all the information from your site. If your site is up to date, once you extract it, then you have opportunity to import those. So on this example, it extracted services and fleets, location, FAQ.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do they have to have their www address entered before this happens, right?
Yeah, this is came from existing data from our current dashboard. If you don't have it, just come to edit and update your exactly. So
you put in your www, you say, this is my www address, go get everything from there?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't put your competitor website.
That would not be good. I was thinking that as you were saying it.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, one thing is that this is a continuation of the current dashboard. So still you have access to your partners. So this is similar. So let me refresh that. You can, the data is similar. If you go to all the dashboard, you see your existing partners, you send invitations, you receive the invitation, you have option to accept it, or you can look at that. For example, who is this partner? So, and you can even, if I say view profile, it's going to open a new tab. Say, let me look at that, for example. This is a good example. This example is really nicely done. So they put all the services descriptions and all the, all the photos. Look at that. Okay, one thing is, Paula, if you remember, so on one of the meetings, they asked for chat messaging that we should be able
Yes.
to, send a message through chat as well as WhatsApp. So if I go to the search here, so if you land it in your partner's page, so this is your partner now, if you say chat with partner, so this partner set up the WhatsApp, meaning that now you can send a message. If you send a message, you gonna get, he's gonna get the WhatsApp, and from the WhatsApp, he can reply or she can reply. This is good for, you have like a small independent operator in Mexico or like Canada or Europe, right? Then they don't have access to, let's say, they don't need to have a multiple screens, but probably their WhatsApp is open. That's if you want to do a fast communication. Where is my passenger, for example, right? So you can do it that way. So we add this one based on the feedback. So we have lots of demos with the community, and every time we're getting feedback, we are improving our system.
I think this one in particular is really cool because if you're in a hurry and you're out here looking for, who's in LA and blah, 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 as you're looking at their profile, you can literally send them a message.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah,
and start that communication, and you don't have to leave here and get on the phone or do something else. So this is super cool. I saw the announcement last week. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just,
Even
can I add one thing while you're at it? We were also creating a capability for you to look for specific size companies. So there are companies that say we're IOs, we're a small company, we're mom and pop shop, we have only 2 cars, 3 cars. There's many companies on GNet that are looking for partners that don't necessarily have to be big companies, right? They're looking for small companies.
Absolutely.
So now you can actually have the small companies that don't even have the infrastructure be on here and be set up on WhatsApp that you can communicate with them. It just makes productivity a lot, and being able to, provide inventory to each other. It just makes it a bit one step faster.
I think, yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to jump in. Sorry, just go ahead.
I think the message here too is, or the overall message, I was going to save it for the end, but I think it's timely now, is this for those of us who do not have a big marketing budget or don't have any marketing budget. This is the foothold to get you in the door. And if you fill out as much of the information as you can, you keep it up to date, this will do the marketing for you. As people are looking for companies, you're there, your profile's there, your website's here, all of that. And for many of you, this might be your first step into actually doing some heavier marketing campaigns. I hope I said that right. I only had half a cup of coffee this morning. So
no, you hit it on the head. As a matter of fact, our team has been focusing on that, where how can we help with marketing? How can we help with visibility? How can we help with you guys finding each other faster, better, and more precise on the search? I'm looking for someone who's got a passenger van. Let's not call 40 people. Let's call the 20 that came up, that say they have passenger van, for example.
Exactly.
Let me quickly continue. So this is like we recently developed, fresh out of oven as of last night, probably. So we can add.
I didn't know we had an oven. I thought it was a think tank, but okay. I'll go with that one if that's.
It looks like an oven.
Right. You can upload your team members, especially your affiliate manager, your sales manager, So you add it there, it's going to be public, and then you can create QR code, and you can put on your postcards and your business cards. Say, basically, when you do like marketing campaign, either email marketing or social marketing, then you can create links to your either individual, say, hey, I'm an affiliate manager, Reza is there, like then I can create direct link, then it comes to my link, or you can even create a link to come to your profile, meaning that lands it here. Say, hey, and I please, if you have, once you complete your profile, create a link from your website to here. So the member of GNet comes here. That improves, because a backlink, SEO backlink, improve rank of your profile. Yet another reason that pops up. I think I can quickly, if I have time, show you like analytics section that Amir mentioned. If you go to dashboard, profile, where is edit profile? Here we go, analytics. So first of all, we have some page views. If someone is viewing your profile, it is similar to LinkedIn that is showing in past. Let me show you what I'm talking. In past, hey, you can put time range, how many total people viewed your profile. These are total users, how many views, how many document views, partnership request views. We have this analytics visiting your profile. We have analytics about the trends. Trends are, hey, I want to look at trending cities. Hey, trending city. This is GNet data, not the public global data. So we do hourly based, daily based, weekly based, and monthly based. So these are the I don't know even, these are the countries, right? And then those were cities. We do trending countries, trending airlines, trending airports, trending vehicles. So this is a trend up and down, like similar to the stock market. We also have a top performers. These are like data. So show me list of 20 top cities. Then airlines. These are, you can do track by daily base. I want to see in like a monthly base, like looks like Delta Airline is pretty good, right?
Right.
Airports, like this is some collecting data, maybe in some area you want to see. These are like beginning. I want to stop here, maybe open room for questions,
You could take yourself off mute and ask a question. I think they're mesmerized.
Yeah.
They're hypnotized.
Well,
It's
so
the-
while we're
Tim took himself off mute. Maybe he has a question. Or Arthur.
I've got an update for you. We're also have now 2 or 3 official IO apps
Okay.
that have been added as a connection systems to GNet. IO apps are very simple. They usually run on the mobile app only, and they are they have one extra feature, which is Pinger. Pinger is when you say, "Hey partners, I'm available," and everyone will see you on their dispatch map or on the GNet Live dispatch map. So whichever, if you're integrated fully, you should be able to see them right on your dispatch map at a different color icon. When you click on them, you know who they are, and they're basically saying, "I'm available right now."
Okay.
They could be near an airport. They could be near somewhere that you really need them at. This happens a lot. Sometimes even for events, you need them for some events, and they can broadcast where they are without even you having to give them your own driver app. So it's to help IOs have their own identity, to have their own visibility, and be able to join the industry on this side because they're already work with us on this side of the industry, but they're only visible to the TNCs because they have a Uber app, also Uber driver app. They also have a Lyft driver, black driver app. They're seen by Lyft and Uber, but really they are part of this industry's inventory. They're not part of that side. Okay, if they were visible here, they would get a lot more business. They get paid better. Okay, so
Right.
our goal is to create that technology visibility and bring partners, software partners into the picture that can build for them. So you can all work as one big unit. That's our thing. You know, the whole goal is to create that unity. Sorry, I didn't want to jump in and
So
go on and on.
is that gonna, now you're gonna get me started. So is that gonna include curb at some point too? As a
Excuse me, who?
curb?
Oh, yes, they're more. I mean, we're waiting for them.
Okay.
We want to get curb connected because they should be as part of this
There's
network.
several hundred
Both
curb
ways.
drivers in Chicago. So yes, I would think so too.
Yes, but bi-directional, right?
Right.
Bi-directional, in and out, being able to get business from the industry where you need them and be able to provide as well. Yes.
Oh, we'll have to call him again. He hasn't heard from me in a while. There's one question here from Annette, and the question was, can you set your area to a specific section of Chicago, such as western suburbs? And I think what you're asking, Annette, is if could I set up zip codes and only search for people in a zip code range? Is that what you're
That would be
asking?
right. So
Yeah, you can to zip code. Let's see that. No, I think this is like this area is a city level, not zip code level.
Okay.
But when we search that, we show LAX, for example, we show the distance with kilometer to that location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for example, LAX saying 13 kilometer. As Amir mentioned that we add that, we can narrow down by, hey, show me only 10 kilometer. So it filters that. We are adding IOs. This is yet another fresh auto oven things. You can, yeah, you can filter it. I hope works, you know. And let me see. Actually, no, I have to put, yeah, IOs saying, hey, show me IOs. The name start with M. And then once we integrate with Pinger, so you can see, hey, they are available, like green or busy, you know. So in case you want to reach out.
it's the first step to fleet sharing.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think one thing is, Paula, if you remember, some of the gentlemen asked about the sending and request, because we have lots of Facebook groups, and then they are asking, hey, I'm looking for a 2-passenger car in Miami or whatever.
Right.
So there are lots of groups. So we try to centralize that. So we call need. Basically, you create what you need and then publish it.
Well, then it doesn't become a popularity contest, it becomes fact. So in
It
other
doesn't
words, and I don't mean
like a
that in a
billboard.
derogatory way, but I mean that in a factual way. You know, there's a lot of groups, to your point, and people will say Chicago. Well, we have quite a few operators in Chicago, and we have a very huge IO market. This makes this to me will make the playing field a little more fair because you can come out here and look at who's really out there. Not everybody that sees somebody say, hey, I need somebody in, you know, the western suburbs of Chicago or whatever, will jump on a Facebook page and say, here I am, you know. Not everybody wants to do that. So this is why it's so important for all operators to start to invest some time and put the information out here. Because I think for those of us who don't want to just jump out there and say, here I am, I'm the best. Well, this is your way of really advertising your company.
I have a question, Reza. If somebody puts something in this section, do you get an alert notification somewhere so that you know?
So in the our landing page, let me go to connect. That's a really good question. Let me move this thing here. So we have basically here, we call feeds.
Mhm.
So when some put some need here, you see all the who needs what. And then we're adding subscribe, saying, hey, I'm interested in Chicago area. So if someone puts need, you get notification email saying, yes, this company is looking for SUV. Then you can jump saying, hey, jump and reply, say, I have the availability, then you can reach out. So you don't need to scan all these Facebook groups and say who,
So you
So,
get notified by email or by
email.
text? Can you
Or
choose?
yeah, email. We're adding the WhatsApp integration too. If you set up your WhatsApp, you get WhatsApp notification. Because email, you have to be like all the time, Yeah. So you'll get notification on the. We're adding that. Yes, Yasmin.
There's
so,
Thank
so,
you.
there was a question about if we have videos or anything on how to set this up, and we're building it up as we go. I think we have plenty of videos that we have created. Reza, can you elaborate on those?
Yeah, we're recording short mini videos. We don't want a video like 2 hours.
yeah.
Like 2-3 minutes saying how to upload your profile, how to use add a service, how do you add document, right? So we're gonna have lots of mini series. So you can specifically jump into how do I even find my partner. So we're again very active, the building, hearing, then building, hearing. So feedback and so we're gonna, yeah, the answer is yes. So we have a YouTube channel. So I created a playlist. I added the first video and then I'll share that maybe, I'll share the link. So we have a playlist called GNet Connect. So we have a first video a few days ago.
Excellent.
We also
Paula,
have our,
Sure.
go ahead.
I don't remember your your request specifically. You brought up that the association management. So that's coming soon. So please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great. So for those of you that are members of associations, you'll be able to put your affiliation too. And then if operators are looking for people in specific associations, they'll know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and so another update.
I'm just gonna have you come every month and just do news bulletin, news flash.
We are actually helping associations getting partnering up where associations can have control over which GNet members are the association members or not, and then their badge will be shown on their profile. So anyone who's an association member will have that association's badge, multiple associations even, shown on their profile. Okay, and that way I think it really helps. If I'm, just makes it more official and makes it a lot more, for the profiles.
Yeah,
Also, right. So we're adding that, and any association that wants to have this capability will give them a login and they can administer their users and the badges and etc.
and
Just
I will be doing that, guys. So if you're
Okay.
not a member,
You're first in the row.
fair
I see.
warning. Yeah.
There you go.
Because there's a lot of operators that prefer to work with people who are affiliated either with the local association or even NLA. So that's another plus for all of you.
Exactly. So we're gonna make sure that when you come to those profiles, they will see the badges and the logos of the associations on there.
Paula, I think we have a question from someone in the chat box.
Oh, they want to know, can we pay someone to get everything set up? And I don't know the answer to that. So
I get the money. I get the.
I heard that. I can't speak for you for that.
I'll pay it. You'll take it, I'll pay it.
That's so funny.
I'm not
We have-
kidding.
There's actually, it's a very good point. We got 2 calls so far from people who are interested in being able to do exactly what you just asked for. It's just to go in, help the companies create this profile properly, nicely, to the way they want it, and to make it all 100% correct and then get out. That's what they want to do and help with. So I guess, I can make a referral if you like. And then Reza put his hand up first. So
I didn't know Reza was for sale, but okay.
I'd be interested in getting a call about that.
Okay.
Thank
Sure,
you,
we've been-
Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been giving demos too on that, like personal, like to your team, to show your team how they can do it. And the goal from Reza and team was once you show that, they can just jump in, and before you know it, it's all done by.
Right.
Well, Amir, why don't we look into that? Because if it's a question and request that's coming up, maybe we can find a solution. And then, Maria, if you could kindly email me so that I put it on my calendar, because I don't have your contact
Yeah.
information.
We'll reach
so
out and yeah.
Yes, we'll reach out and see how we can assist. You can email me yasmin@grdd.net. So YASMIN@grdd.net. And I'll put you on a list and oh, thank you.
I know I can't do two things at once either.
Me neither.
But you know what? There may
I'm-
be, you might find there's a couple of operators, Maria, that want to do it together. So you might be able to talk about some collaboration. I know we're hired.
That's good with me.
Huh?
That's good.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
I just hired an affiliate manager myself. So yeah, I'm not sure how much of this she knows. She comes from the industry, but we'll see.
Okay.
But
If anyone wants to team up with me, let me know.
yeah, partner in crime. Anyway, okay. So are we at the end? Do we have more?
Yes, no, we're
Are you
gonna
sure?
stop.
Because every 5 minutes you tell me something else is new. I don't know what, I'm just bracing myself here is all. All right, great. So we're gonna open it up to questions, right?
Yes.
Okay. So folks, this is your chance to ask questions. It's not just Paula and Maria. What can we answer for you?
Okay, so that's good. So we have
It is, I think they're overwhelmed.
no. The basic features that you get from GNet, obviously, as everyone knows, being on GNet is for free. Being listed is free, right? Searching for partners, blah, 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 free until you send or receive a reservation. And that's when you get charged, between $1 to $1.50, whatever, depending on what system you're on. So that's it. That's what GNet is as far as the cost goes. Now, for the Connect portal, we want to provide the same thing. Basic features of you being able to search for a partner and being able to be listed as a company is free. And then we have a basic paid level, which is we still haven't advertised the price yet, but it's going to be very, very reasonable. It's going to be subscription per month. It gives you that whole website and the best search capabilities and the document management to the level and all that. And then there is another level, which is for very high consuming companies that we may charge a little bit higher. But for most companies that are the medium size or smaller size companies, they're going to be paying either nothing if they don't want to, they're still going to be listed, or they will pay that minimum fee to have their whole multiple locations, document management, blah, 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 and all that stuff, and website and everything is listed, done. So we will advertise soon and let you guys know how much.
Yes, and for now, for the time being, we've given free access to all the features to everyone so that they get a chance to test them, use them, see whether they need them or whether they don't need them. But again, so this is basically GNet Connect is your new supercharged portal. It's got all the bells and whistles. And if you need the extras, then there's a subscription base. But if you don't, you stick to the free version, which is your basic version, which gives you everything you had before with a little bit of extra. But yes, to be determined and to be broadcast as soon as we are done fixing and getting everything in order for you. So
Okay.
Two quick questions. One is, does your website replace our current website, or do you need a separate domain name if you want to keep your website?
I can answer that. So you keep your existing sites. We don't want to touch it, but then you can use this one. You can link together. Again, it might be the footer saying a member of NLA, member of IBLA, a member of GNet, and that comes to your landing page. So we're not gonna, but let's say, imagine that they're a company, they don't have any websites, especially post-COVID. Their website is outdated, they don't have a website. They can use this one as a primary website.
Correct. And second question, on the regular GNet, do you have to put rates in there for it to work? Because, we have different, some companies have different rates for different people, affiliates, whatever, based on how much they use them, et cetera, et cetera. Or can you just set it up with a minimum rate of like $1 or something like that for each one?
Rates are all done in your own system. So,
But are they required?
what system do you use?
Limo Anywhere.
So on Limo Anywhere, if you basically have to assign a customer account number to your partner, and then that customer account number in Limo Anywhere, you can assign it a rate matrix and say this customer gets this rate calculation from now on. If you want, okay, so you can go to that level, or you can go and say no rates, and GNet will throw it in there for you for $1. And it says it's $1 trip, and then you adjust it to whatever you want it to be.
That's okay. That explains it.
So then you could, so a Limo Anywhere table, you could set up one or many affiliate tables and customize it if you wanted to. I'm not sure you would want to do that, but if you were
Or you could just do it as none, and then it shows it populates as $1, which is what I thought.
right,
Yeah.
which is what it
Yeah.
does with me with some people, because I'm in the process of redoing our rate
Because
table.
every time I go in and try to send something out, it won't let me send anything out or won't let me receive anything because I haven't set up my rates yet. But I'll talk to you about that another time. I'll call customer support about
Sure,
that.
no, get with our support. We'll
Yep.
we've solved that problem by forcing it in as $1. So
Yeah.
we'll help you get around it.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I use
Sure.
use the dollar thing a lot. So, do we have any other questions for Reza and the team and Yassine before they go? Or stay? You can stay if you want.
I'm gonna assume along the Limo Anywhere line that it does not integrate with the lead quote close side yet, correct?
No, but we are talking to them about it.
Okay.
Because if on Limo Anywhere they do a checkbox and they say they'd want to use that section for all their quotations and pricing,
Mhm.
then when we come through the API, that should be automatic. They should just route it to your new pricing engine and quotation engine.
Okay.
That would make you more of a gateway than actually doing anything else, correct?
Correct. Well, I mean, we're just passing it to them. They do the magic. They give us the results. We should hand it back to your partner, right?
Got it. All right.
We would be the gateway. They would be the calculation engine, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
But the idea is that all this pricing and this information is in your own system. You control it per partner. That's the whole idea. Most systems allow you to do it. And you don't have to store any rates or anything on GNet. We don't.
Because I mean, not every affiliate gets the same rate. I mean, when Paula sends me a trip, I charge her an extra 20% because I know
Yeah.
she's gonna call me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Because I aggravate him so
I'm
much.
kidding.
Yeah. He's
I
called.
actually charge her by the length of the phone call.
Oh, that's very,
I'm all about bringing back the 1-900 rates when talking to Paula. I mean, $3.99 a minute. Yeah, that's.
yeah, you know what?
We wouldn't need to drive a limousine.
Hold on, I'm recording this, so you guys, this will live for posterity, so you better be careful. And Madam President's on here too, her ears are open. Okay, oh my gosh. You know, it's always me that gets picked on, but that's okay. I can handle it. All right, listen, I have to.
Paula, we choose you because we love you. That's
Oh,
why.
I've heard that so much. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you, Amina, Yassi, and Reza, and I think Sharam's on here somewhere. Thank you guys. I really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you coming. This was a lot of information for some of our members. It's still new to them. We'll get them out to the YouTube. We'll have some follow-up conversation, but this is great stuff. Really is.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you, and thank you to everyone at ILBA. So we really appreciate the invitation. We love hanging out with you guys, and we hope we're helpful.
Thanks. Will we see you in DC? You'll be in DC. Excellent.
Reza.
You take it, Reza
Reza is
too?
going to be in DC.
Oh,
Reza
okay.
will be.
Excellent. Thank you again.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
you,
All
guys.
right. Have a great
Bye.
day. All right, for the rest of you, this is the time where we open it up for Q&A. If there's any questions for the board, or if not, I will just tell you what's coming up in the next few weeks and months. So any general questions, any topics you'd want to talk about? If you have anything for future sessions, let me know. Happy to add those to our list. Right now, we're looking at a couple of presentations from individuals in the finance industry. There's a lot of programs. And for those of you in Chicago, please, we encourage you to take a look at some of the workshops and things for financing and free business services that are out there for you. And what else do I have on my list of to-dos here? Let's see here. So we have coming up, please mark your calendar. Our next virtual meeting is tentatively set for October 22nd. And then following that in November, we will have another breakfast meeting for local folks who want to join us for breakfast. If you have any topics you'd like to hear about or speakers, please email me at info@illba.org, and I'll be happy to provide any feedback and vice versa, because these meetings are for you. So if there's something you want to hear about and we haven't been talking about it, we're happy to investigate it and look for it. And also, we're working on next year's calendar for meetings. And if you have any topics for these meetings, let me know, or let any member of our board know. We have a number of them on here today. It is, if you're not a member of ILLBA, this is a great time to think about joining. Send us a request at info@illba.org, and I'll get with you and get your membership going. I think that's all I have. Is there anything else anyone has any questions or needs to talk about? I don't want to monopolize everybody's time, obviously. All right, looks like I'm losing people. Thank you so much, and look for the recording tomorrow. And if you have any questions from anything you saw, please reach out. And thanks for joining us today. Have a great day, everybody.